And this one. Faerie Schemes is the name of the third list. What do we have going on here? So, our commander is this dude. I'll just read this out real quick. Legendary creature, Faerie. Is that a warrior? Faerie Warlock is what it is. It's a 4-mana 2/3 flying death touch lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying have +1 attack. Whenever you cast a artifact or an enchant spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. Okay, see what we got. Witching Well. Witching Well enters the battlefield and scries 2. You can sacrifice it to draw 2 cards. That's pretty nice. A Bag of Holding allows us to discard cards and put them in the bag rather than the graveyard, and then do a loot effect into the bag as well, and then sacrifice it to get all those cards we discarded back. Oh, Tan is in the chat. What's up, dude? Dude, I really hope Ozar of Knights is good. Loses a few really big cards with rotation, but seems like it's getting a lot. Yeah, you're getting a lot of Knight-based tools for sure. Scrabbling Claws. Target player exiles a card from their library. Sacrifice Scrabbling Claws. Exile target card from a graveyard. Then draw a card. And I said library, I meant exile a card from a graveyard on that first one. Corridor Monitor. It's a 2-mana 1/4 artifact creature construct. That's actually a very good stat line for an artifact creature. Typically these things are kind of gimped, but I guess it's because it has a color tied to it. When a Corridor Monitor enters the battlefield, untap target artifact or creature you control. Okay. All That Glitters, an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Cool. Ancestral Blade. It's a blade that's got a 1/1 attached to it when it comes in. Frogify. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness 1/1. Arcane Signet. Same thing. Guild Globe. Enters the battlefield. Draw a card. Sack it to get some fixing. Alright, over here. Animating Faerie. Bring to Life is the adventure. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature. Put 4 +1/+1 counters on it. And it's a flying 2/2 otherwise. Okay, interesting. Empyrean Eagle. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1, so a nice little lord effect. Shine Chaser. 3-mana 1/1 flying vigilance. Shine Chaser gets +1/+1 as long as you control an artifact, and Shine Chaser gets +1/+1 as long as you control an enchantment. So at best it's a 3/3 flying vigilance for 3. Okay, I guess that's pretty good. It's an alright one. 3-mana 0/3 artifact creature construct. Shambling Suit's power is equal to the number of artifacts and or enchantments you control. No defender or anything like that, just a dude who's a 1/3 inherently if you've got nothing else, and then gets large. Gotcha. Mace of the Valiant. That's right, I remember this one. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Mace of the Valiant and has vigilance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a charge counter on Mace of the Vigilant, so you can get a big mace and then smack him with it. Prison Realm. Exile a dude, scry a little. Seems good. You guys have seen these. Winged Words. Cost 1 less if you control a creature with flying. Draw 2 cards. Sorcery Speed. Seems good. Mortify. Kill a thing. Mana Geode. Scry 1. Mana Rock. Arcanist Owl. Flying. When Arcanist Owl enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or enchantment card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So it just goes to get enchantments, and that's about it. This is actually quite good in like a jail-based deck where you want to be locking down the opponent and preventing them from being able to swing or activate their abilities by exiling things and using pacifism type effects. So I could see this, getting some work done, especially in the Azorius Flyers deck. Now, the thing about the Azorius Flyers deck in its current iteration is that it's typically fairly low to the ground. You're utilizing things like Spectral Sailor, like what is that? Pegasus Companion, the 1-mana 2/1 that can't attack and block alone, that sort of thing, to try to get that Angel down for 1 mana and give all of them indestructible. So this would be like more of a mid-rangey version, which makes it quite a bit less powerful because it's not very unfair when this resolves. So we'll see how it ends up going. Angelic Exaltation. Whatever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X/+X until the end of the turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Nice little cute card. Conclave Tribunal. Tap our guys, exile a thing they have. That's not Conclave Tribunal. That's Smothering Tide. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If that player doesn't, you create a treasure token. So it's a good way for us to get artifacts, beef up our dude over there, our shambling suit, and otherwise just ramp it out. Commissioner's Insight, draw some cards, do it again. Kaya's Wrath to clear the board. Massacre Girl to clear the board. Shimmer Dragon, 6 mana, 5/6 flying dragon. As long as you control 4 or more artifacts, Shimmer Dragon has hexproof. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control to draw a card. Interesting. Blood-Soaked Altar, discard a card, sacrifice a creature to create a black demon creature with flying. Neato. Banish into Fable. When you cast the spell from your hand, copy it if you control an artifact, then copy it if you control an enchantment. You may choose new targets for the copies. And then we get to the actual effect. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's control. You create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. So at best, 6 mana instant speed. Bounce 3 things, sorry. Get 3 knights for 6. It's pretty decent if we can get that. Oh wait, she's here. Safara, that's the one. Sky's Blade. We're going to always be trying to tap or pay 1, just the 1 white for this, and give our guys indestructible. Workshop Elders. Artifact creatures you control have flying. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target non-creature artifact you control become a 0/0 artifact creature. If you do, put 4 +1/+1 counters on it. Alright, so it's like some artifact-based fairies. And they're trying to get gold and stuff, and they're enchanting along the way. Neato. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so the Brawl lifts wasn't as strong as I wanted it to, not wanted it to be, as I thought it might be. The effect is quite good. The issue that I had with it though was that I didn't really know what to do with my weenies once I had a lot of them. I had like 1 spell that would buff them a little bit, but I really wanted a way to like put counters on them or something. Let's see how this one feels. Got Shine Chaser. What can I cast? I can cast Winged Words, I guess, for its full cost to draw 2. I don't think that's going to be nearly enough. There's a lot of people playing both the Jund list and the Knights list. Do nothing until Smothering Tide. Another Jund player. That deck list is quite fun. I think that most people are looking for any excuse they can get to play Jund. It's the color combination that I think gets the most overlooked, I should say, in terms of representation and good lists. And even when it does, it's not nearly an even split of the actual colors. It's usually like a lot of red-green and then a little tiny little bit of black, or a lot of red-black and a little bit of tiny bit of green. So the fact that they have a Jund list out here that has a decently even split is, I guess, making a lot of people happy. I'm gonna Smothering Tide. I'm gonna smother this guy. And I'm not playing I'm not playing my commander at all until actually no, I have to Wrath first, I think. Okay. This is all well and good, sure. I have a lot of land. If he plays his commander here, he's going to have to sacrifice a land. So he needs to get a way to put some other sort of like token or something to sacrifice on board before he goes for it. Okay, that works. That works for sure. This is actually good for us because it means that I don't necessarily Need to do my Kaya's Wrath play. I can Massacre Girl and actually develop a creature at the same time. Which means I should Goose? No, I shouldn't Goose. I should develop a Smothering Tide. Or Smothering Tithe. Sorry. So I'm gonna take 5 damage. Not too concerned about it. Pay some mana or give me value. Yay, riches! Sure. There's a 5/5. He's got this dude. Draws a card. I continue to smother. So he's played around Massacre Girl here. I have an opportunity to misplay if I don't Kaya's Wrath now. So I will. Do not sacrifice his dude. I think I'm going to Arcane Signet here, and then hold. I think that gives me just enough mana to play out my Alela. Riches! Alright, so what is our play pattern here, and how do I avoid killing literally everything with Massacre Girl? Okay. We've ramped. I guess I don't have to, I can Conclave Tribunal to remove. What do I value more? Maybe this. We golden egg. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, do that. Golden egg. I've done it. I made even one fairy. I'm the best player. Okay. And then we're hanging out. We're holding. Riches. Oh, riches. Alright, so she doesn't have any activatables. I just kind of have to hope that he plays his commander here, sacrifices his Dreadhorde Invasion token, and... No. Commander, yeah. Oh. Well, I guess this is a good opportunity for me to set up a Massacre Girl. I was concerned about losing all of my creatures as a result of playing it, so I guess now, you know, is a pretty good time to let it happen. I can take out a 3/3 flyer as a result. He could attach his Mask of Immolation and go for a sacrifice as well, but I don't know if he wants to do that because he wants something to sacrifice on the entry of his Planeswalker. So I think our play is going to just be Massacre Girling. Yes. It's gonna be... So I need my own creature to die. And I can go in with a singular damage before that. can end my turn. If I play this out, it's 6. I'm cashing my golds. There are cards he can play here that'll truly hurt me. It might have been a mistake to play this out now. I think he's got like a everyone sacrifices 3 creatures type deal. That would be painful. I think our heraldic banner is a blue color as well. That's what we're doing. How exactly am I drawing cards? Okay. This is fine. What are you sacrificing, bro? It's kind of a Mask of Immolation. He feels the need to have that treasure token available. Okay. So first things first, I want to try to heraldic banner for blue. Use this creature that I've created to help pay for the convoke cost on I think I'm preserving my artifacts as much as possible here. Okay. I guess we got him. Alright, so let's do one more of these. And then I'm calling it quits, and I'm going back to playing Classic WoW, baby. Alright, what are we looking at here? Okay, no, this is fine. We got Witching Well, I can scry. Do I want to fix my draws now? I think I just want to... It's the difference between scrying 1 and scrying 2. So I think I just only care about getting the tap land down now. I can Witching Well still and feel good about it. Scrying. Oh yeah, give me that mana rock. Wonderful. Okay. This... if I play a mana rock this turn, I can go for 2. I'll have 2 left, which means that I'm not doing anything else this turn anyway, which means I should just mana Geode and scry. Don't need to scry because I know my next one is... it's coming in tapped. It's coming in tapped. So yes, the answer is to mana Geode and scry here. Don't know if I want this though. So I'm gonna send it to the bottom. Oh, this guy's also playing the Faerie list. But I'm ahead of him in terms of ramp. Heraldic Banner, choose blue, right? I choose to play Alayla. Throw this down. Okay, so now that this is done, I can move on to playing Mana Rocks, Shambling Suits, the whole gambit. Okay, that's fine. Goes to the command zone. Had the removal. Okay. So, I have 5 mana available to me. It is 6 in order to cast my commander now. So what I'm going to do is Arcane Signet. And then I'm going to Shine Chaser over my Shambling Suit because I want the ability to get a creature with a Layla. He's going to get a little gold off me here. I draw. Resolve. I decline to pay. I play out a Layla. And I'm gonna go in. Okay. A Layla comes out. He's got a Glitter Globe. So what am I trying to do now? Please don't. I'll become frogified. Gotcha. So, what can I do here? Got a Shimmering Dragon. Damn. I mean, resolve it, of course, but what am I doing? Am I doing anything that's going to require a lot of mana this turn? No. Decline or all attack? Yeah, all attack, please. Jeez. I guess that's what I'm choosing to do here. It's really trying to lock me up, bro. Swings with 1 to get 8. Lifelink, Death Touch. I'll take 8. The hard cast Saphara, dude. This text right here is, it's bugged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't do both these things, so I might as well pay the 2. And see how he enjoys it. Okay. Is that it? I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. I have lifeline. Decline. So what are your first thoughts of the set now? Seems pretty... I mean, I don't know if this is enough to really determine an initial impression, because a lot of these cards are from previous sets. I'm actually going to play a Shimmer Dragon. I need card draw. Is this an artifact? It is. Which means I can pay mana in order to not have him get treasure. Sure, what happens? So far the cards are fun. I guess, you know, it's such a cop-out answer to say, I don't know, not enough to determine. I want to sound smart. I don't want to get corrected later on in my life. No, the cards that I've seen so far, especially these commander cards, the cards that are meant for Brawl, seem extremely fun to play with, and the mechanics seem interesting. I'm really interested to see how the adventure mechanic ends up playing a role in the standard metagame. Specifically because... Grab this. Not sure this. Specifically because it feels like there are so many decks out there that just limit your options in terms of what you have the ability to actually do. You know, you've got Simic Flash, and you have like any sort of Faerie 3 deck list that stops you from playing stuff on your turn. All those sorts of things seem like good opportunities to get additional value through the adventure mechanic. So I want to see if that has any real impact on, or if it ends up, not really if it's going to have an impact, because the biggest impact is going to be previous cards being removed. But I want to see if it's going to be a mechanic that ends up being like tournament level strong. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be probably something that ends up being mostly like a limited sort of draft type of thing that gets you additional value on things that you draft. I think those are going to be staples. But in terms of actually power level for standard, I want to see which one of those adventure cards makes the cut, because there's got to be some coming up that are just insane. So TLDR, so far fun. Look forward to more. Get these tap lands out of the way. We have enough to play Alayla, so I'm just gonna go straight for the Alayla play. Get Alayla down ASAP. That's my rule. It's not what I meant to do. I should have played the Shine Chaser there, because this is a potential 1-1 that I've now forfeited. That being said, it being on board is quite nice. I think my next two turns are what? Like Alayla, Angelic Exaltation, Shine Chaser, all that glitters, like all these things. I think that I want to actually not play Angelic Exaltation immediately and instead try to resolve both Scrabbling Claws and all that glitters to get 2 fairies. I need to get fairies down on board. Is he stuck on 2 lands? Nope, not anymore. Does he have Mortify? Okay, so what do I need to get my Alayla up to? I can play both in Angelic Exaltation. And a Scrabbling Claws. And then, so that gives me +4/+4. That gets over a potential response resurgence. Unless it comes out on the stack beforehand, and in that case, I get fucked. It comes out on the stack beforehand, and I get fucked. That is my mistake. I should have swung in with a Shambling Suit. Damn. No, I forgot that the effect goes onto the stack. So of course he can interact with it. That's terrible play by me. Okay. Nice. If I draw a normal land here, that would be extremely good for me. Like an untapped land would be Keen. See if we can just kill him. Man, I would be in such so much of a better position if I didn't, if I played around Response Resurgence correctly there. Like, I knew he had it, but I thought I could just not even care about it. But that's not how Magic the Gathering works, Stretch. Yeah, I get it, guys. Stop yelling at me. So what do you got for me? He doesn't have any black sources, which is troubling, to say the least, for him. There's a world where he could do what? I don't know. All I know is I want to play Alayla next turn. Okay. 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 I'll go with the Alayla. So the reason I'm not going for an Angelic Exaltation play here is because all of these cards are more than 1 or 2 toughness or 1 or 2 power. So I'm better off just swinging all here and going in. Just more damage represented. If he wants to go for a block, he can, but he's also playing a deck list that really wants to have knights on board to take advantage of his lord effects and have creatures to equip his actual weapons to, his equipments to. He's one off of having his commander onto the battlefield, and I'm wondering what is that going to do for him. He's going to get some card draw, of course. That's going to happen. But he needs to find a solution here fairly quickly. He might just be AFK. So I don't know. He's mousing around and stuff, so I assume he's here. But this is a pretty boring last game if he's just gone. Okay. And he's gone. Gotcha. Alright, cool. Well, so far, Throne of Eldraine seems pretty dang neat. I like a lot of the themes that are happening here. The storybook Faerie, the storytelling seems pretty interesting. And these decks that they've given us are a nice little intro into some of the themes and some of the mechanics that exist in Throne of Eldraine. So I look forward to seeing more. But until then, guys, get in here and try it out for yourself. I think it's actually a very fun game mode to play through. And actually get your hands on the cards, because a lot of times you don't really understand how fun or how good something is until you touch it with your own 2 hands. So once again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out.